see what we got here. I went to Sam's this morning and I was hoping that the fall flowers would be out, but the fall ribbons, but they're not out yet. But they had their spring summer ribbons on clearance. And so I picked up two of them. I got this one, which is pretty, and it's a brown plaid. It's not necessarily just springy, so I figured that that's pretty good. It's a 50-yard roll. That'll last a long time. And then this one is also a 50-yard roll, and this is the blue, and this is 1.5-inch ribbon, and this is 2.5-inch ribbon. And these were just, now normally their ribbons are like $6 and something. These were $2 and change. I mean, they had about 7 different styles, and it just wasn't anything that struck me that I wanted to get. I guess I just wasn't in the mood for looking at spring, but I thought these two could both be used at other times, not just spring. So I picked up those two. And hopefully that means if that's on clearance, the fall ones will be coming in shortly. So then I went to the Dollar Tree. I wanted to get some of their fall flowers. And they're very limited in their flowers, but they did have a few. They're just starting to put the fall supplies out. Actually, what they have now, more than anything, is back to school. I did find this one sign I thought was really pretty. And I have an idea what I might use this for. It's I can always put it on my baker's rack if nothing else. But it was kind of pretty with the apples. Everything in fall usually is pumpkins, but I think of apples in the fall too. So that was pretty. And then they had a lot of their wreath forms, and I'd not gotten one of these before. Let me just put this out of here. You can see this better. It's a wagon wheel. It's probably about a 14-inch bicycle wheel wreath ring. So I thought that was kind of cute. Now I did try to film a little bit there, and I will try to insert a little something here of some of the items that I saw. Okay, now here are some of the florals and leaves. I'm going to do a voiceover here because of the background noise in the store. They didn't have a lot of selection at this point in time. Like I said, they're just starting to get them out. But they did have some pretty leaves. And I've picked up a few of those. And I like these with the pumpkins. I think they're kind of cute. I'm planning to do a fall swag. And you can see some of the summer wear over here on the rack. Sorry, I'm not that great at getting. Okay, these are kind of pretty. They're sort of like flowing flowers, and I dropped that one on the floor. But we'll put it in. Oh dear. Hope I'm making you dizzy. But anyway, there's a lot of the flowers that they had, and they had two or three different kinds of leaves. And I got some of those also. They had some pretty, these are mums. So I picked up a few of those mums. They make a nice statement. And I'm getting them in my cart, loading up. Let's take a walk. Oh, I got some of these pomegranates, I think they are. I'm not sure. I'll read the label. I didn't get any of the cotton. Like I said, this is just the beginning of what they have. So there'll be plenty of opportunity to get some other stuff later. Okay, now there's some of these frames. There's that the bicycle ring, and they had stars. The regular circles, they had squares, they had ribbon wreaths. And now I'm looking at the shapes, and I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I didn't find much of anything that I needed right then. One of the things I'm looking for are wood shapes, and I'll tell you about a project I have in mind for them. But in the meantime, I got some flowers. These are mums. Aren't they pretty? I want to do a fall swag. And then I got some leaves, and these are quite pretty. They've got a lot of orange in them, and these have a lot of, well, they're orange and red, so these are nice. And I thought these were pretty. And what are these called? Dripping blossoms. They're pretty. So I think I got 2 or 3 of those. Then I got a couple of more, a couple of those fell off. These are leaves that have the pumpkins on them. They're kind of pretty. And these are very yellow leaves, yellow and orange. So they'd be pretty. And I got 2 of those. And a pumpkin stem fell out. There we go. And let's see, what else did I get? These are more of the mums. I got 3 packages of the mums. Because, now these are like individual, okay? Which you can use that way, but I'm planning to almost use it like this for what I'm thinking of. So it'll look like one large blossom. And then I got some mini pomegranates. And I got 2 in the orange. Oh, I have another pumpkin. Leaves with the pumpkins. And one in like a burnt orange. It's so funny because these say mini pomegranates, and if they do it in French, it's mini grenades. And I think that's it. So it wasn't very much of a haul, but it was pretty good start, and probably enough there to do my fall swag for sure. And my next things I want to go to, now I am fortunate that I have 4 Dollar Trees within easy driving distance. So in a little while they'll be having a lot more fall items out. I'm looking for wood shapes. And the reason I'm looking for wood shapes, let me just bring it down. I'll talk to you on camera. Hold on. There you go. There we go. The reason I'm looking for wood shapes is I'm planning to make one of those welcome signs that stand up. If you remember last year, I made one last summer, summer, to take up to Cleveland to one of my kids' houses. And so I have another board, and I'm planning to make one for me. And I saw an idea on Pinterest that sounded kind of fun. Now I was going to, and may still, we'll see, put little wreaths in the O section of the welcome and have wreaths that would be for different seasons. But they also had one that had little shapes that were magnetized, and you could add them to the sign. So I'm looking for different shapes, and usually Dollar Tree, no matter what season it is, has shapes. I have a pumpkin and I have a snowflake, and even that sign, I think that sign is too big for what I'm looking for. But they might even have signs that will be all already painted that I can use part of for my magnetized area. So that's what I'm planning to do. Probably, I can't really get a whole lot of shapes right now, so we'll do the sign probably the end of the month, and then we will get shapes as they become available. And I made a list of what I'm looking for. Okay, so for January I'm going to use the snowflake. For February I'm going to use a heart. Now I know you can find these. March I'm going to use a shamrock. April I'm going to use either an Easter bunny or an Easter egg. May I'm going to do a flower. April showers bring May flowers. June, I think I'm going to do a sun. I might do a sun or something that has to do with the beach. July, I will do a flag because of the 4th of July. August, I think a butterfly would be nice. And September, I'm going to do something school related. Could be a pencil, maybe a school bus, depends on what I can find. October, the pumpkin. November, a turkey. And December, either a Rudolph or a Christmas tree. Now that means, for the most part, if I buy these wooden pieces, I'm going to have to paint them, which is not my forte, but we'll have fun doing it anyway. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can come up with. Now, if there are months that I cannot find an appropriate shape, I'll just make some sort of a little wreath that we can just hang on a little hook right there at the O. So it'll have welcome to the shepherds, and on the O-M-E, on the O will be a place where all of these little shapes will go. So that's a project that's going to take a little time. In fact, probably once a month, about the middle of the month, we'll get the shape or whatever's going to go in the middle on that sign for the next month ready. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. I love trying new things, and I hope that you will hang in there and share some of these with me. And I will see you again on Friday. And Friday I'm going to work on the fall swag, now that I have the supplies that I can use to make it. So I hope you all have a great afternoon. I'm sorry we're a little late, but I needed to get out and get some shopping done, and I needed to get a haircut so I could see. And of course it's kind of bleh right now because it just came from being all wet anyway. But it'll be nice and it's cool. So I will see you again on Friday. Everybody have a great afternoon or evening. We're going to be watching the Open this week and weekend. And I will hope everybody stays safe, plays by the rules, and everybody play nice now. I love ya. See you Friday. Bye-bye.